but a woman jumped from the chairlift. She lifted the bar up and just jumped when it was at the peak of the mountain.
Investigation is underway after a woman was found dead under the Anakeesta chairlift in Gatlinburg.
Investigators say a woman died after jumping from a chairlift at an attraction in the Smokies.
Continuing coverage for you tonight, investigators have now shared more details about the tragic death in Gatlinburg last night.
As we've been telling you, a woman's body was found under the chairlift at Anakeesta.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've been kind of MIA with my videos, but I'm back. I had a brain surgery a month ago. Yeah, it was a whole craniotomy. And then I got my bachelor's degree in psychology all within that last month. So it's been a crazy month for me, but I'm back and I'm back to recording, so I know you guys missed me. Today I want to talk about another suicide that happened in the Great Smoky Mountains. This happened at Anakeesta. It's another like mountaintop attraction. It's literally just kind of like the sky bridge, a sky lift thing, but they have a lot more that they built onto that. But a woman jumped from the chairlift. She lifted the bar up and just jumped when it was at the peak of the mountain. Jessica Rhea Ford was the one that was found deceased. She was from Laverne, Tennessee. She lived with her mom, her cousin, her two youngest kids, so it was all of them in a household in a small town in Tennessee. She jumped from the chairlift. Authorities found her body. Like I said, it was like at the peak of the mountain. They were telling people not to look down when they passed, and I don't see how you literally just couldn't look down because somebody below you is deceased. How would you not just be curious as to what happened? A lot of people thought that she just fell, but then when they did an investigation, they realized it was a suicide. And I don't know if you've been to these mountaintop attractions, because the chairlift, it's just a bar that's your barrier. You have to literally, it's heavy, so you know it stays put, but you have to lift it up to jump, and that's what she did. But you know, overall, it's pretty safe, unless you lift it up just like she did. They closed Anakeesta down immediately after this happened. But they, you know, of course, had to get all the current riders off, and I bet they were traumatized when they got off of this ride.
We got to Gatlinburg on Sunday, and today was our last day. So yesterday was the last full day of doing something.
Patrick Hanlon and his family are from Georgia and were vacationing in the Smokies. They thought for the last day they would visit the Anakeesta theme park.
We got up there somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock. I mean, the views were phenomenal. We ate at a good restaurant. You know, the kids got to do the mountain coaster. It was great.
That is until they started seeing first responders coming up the mountain.
We were eating dinner, and actually, as we were eating dinner, we saw a fire truck or a little rescue truck they have there, and an ambulance with 2 cop cars come pulling up behind I believe it was the Clifftop house.
They soon found out that a woman had died and that the chairlift would be closed for the rest of the night. The only way back down the mountain would be by shuttle. Joe Matthews says he and his family were only on the mountain for a few minutes before the incident occurred.
Just kept hearing rumors of what had happened, but there was no official word of anything. We didn't know what had happened, and we just kept seeing this long line keep forming to try to get off the mountains.
Both Matthews and Hanlon say trying to get back down the mountain was chaotic, but their hearts go out to everyone involved.
Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with their family.
And you can either go on the chairlift, or they have these big enclosed red, I don't know what you call it, just like a little trolley type of looking thing. And you can also ride that to go up or down, and that's the safest. But like I said, you have to intentionally lift the bar up to jump out of the chairlift. So that's definitely what happened after they did the investigation. They realized that that's what she did. So at Anakeesta, you get on the chairlift, you go all the way up to the mountain. You can explore things around. They have restaurants up there now. They have like a overlook tower, things like that. And then you get back on and it takes you back down. But with Jessica, there's a history to her. I didn't realize, I'd heard of a story that a girl tried to literally ram through the barrier at the White House. and it was her.
Good evening. We're going to begin tonight with a security scare at the White House. The president and the Australian Prime Minister were inside when a driver rammed a minivan into a metal security barrier. Jeff Pegues is on the scene with more on this. Jeff.
Tourists, including the woman who shot this video, were diverted after this white minivan slammed into a security barrier at the southwest entrance. Secret Service quickly arrested the female driver. The vehicle's windows were shattered, but officers didn't have to fire a shot. Federal law enforcement sources say the suspect has been on their radar for some time. She has been cooperating, and they believe she has mental health issues.
She had a bunch of delusional thoughts about stuff going on in the White House. She thought her ex-husband was the president. It was just so much going on with her, mental health wise. And I think if she would have gotten treatment, this may have never happened. And it's sad because the man that she was married to, that after a long time she thought was the president of the United States, killed himself. And then I think she went on to date someone else, but she struggled with mental health things literally her entire life. She also thought that her children were in the White House with her ex-husband and that she had to go rescue them. But they realized that she was under the influence of a lot of alcohol, cocaine, prescription drugs, just all kinds of stuff. And all that is a huge factor and played into her mental health issues. She also had a history of a lot of convictions like trespassing, just all kinds of other different types of charges that kind of played into all this happening. I pray for the people that witnessed this because I can't imagine just being with your family, going on the chairlift, not even thinking anything possibly like that can happen, and just having to witness that going back down the chairlift. And I know that was so hard to see. Mental health is super important and it should be taken so much more serious than it is. If you guys have any suggestions, just put them down in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.